What's going on, Will? Can you hear me? Um, do this. Where's the button?
That
looks
looks
better.
better.
Can you hear
Can you
me,
hear me,
Will?
Will?
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
sweet.
I'm
I'm using my normal Sony camera, so unfortunately this one doesn't have the ability to turn off the screen at the bottom. If I got the one model above, it would actually let me turn the screen off, or the record and the actual ISO and stuff like that. Is the echo bad? Okay, give me a sec.
Oh,
I see what.
How about now? I just noticed that the capture device was popping up and trying to record its own audio as well. Better? Not too loud or anything, is that? I've got things turned down as much as possible. That should be a bit better. Well, good, sweet. I know, if you wanted to join, Will, you can. If you wanted to chat. I guess I should probably turn the printer on too. Come on, print. Ah, no, it's fair enough. Fair enough. Be nice if this printer would turn on. Still uh, very confused about streaming. Oh, printer's on. So I got my maker box the other day, um, and I haven't really gone through this one. I've got a couple things from my last maker box that I put on a spool but never actually like properly printed. So I don't know. I was a bit bored today, and I'm in the middle of working on a bunch of videos. So I was like, I'm going to stream a little bit. So got several things. I have this is from the last maker box. That's for. And then I have a whole bunch of like X3D samples to try out as well. And then I've got the new maker box as well, which has got a whole bunch of samples. I want to try this. Try out this Z marble. I know they're gonna get mad about the coupon codes. They're gonna focus. Try out this Z marble. It looks very much like yeah, well, I canned my subscription after I received this one because they charged me just before I was able to cancel it. So they sent me another one, so I cancelled this after this one. But I want to try out the Z Marble because I don't know if you guys be able to see that. Try and focus. For some reason, I feel like this looks very much like the X3D Marble that you did, Will, that you looked at. I was quite interested to see whether or not it was very similar to the the Marvel X3D, or whether or not it's probably from the same factory, because it looks identical. I can get it unstuck. And what should we print as a small test? Here's the end. There's the end. Let's grab me some clippers. Make the end sharp. Let the nozzle heat up. I guess I can probably preheat the bed too. Okay. Fire up Simplify 3D. Far away. What should we print? I'm thinking of something just quick. Should I quickly whip up something? Actually, I don't have Fusion installed on here. Actually, Will. Where is it? I have one here around here somewhere. I have made some. I've designed one. He's here somewhere. Where'd he go? Moved it somewhere. I have one somewhere. I do have one somewhere. Let's find something that is quick. Okay, see if I can find the file. It's not a very quick print though, but it's quick, but not super quick. Where is that? Hold on. There we go. I have. I'll put that back on that. So you guys can kind of see it. Look at that ugly facial recognition. I'll definitely get a better setup for next time I stream. Now, what are the settings for this? It's a 180 to 220, and it's a 40 to 50 C. Yeah. Just pull that other filament out. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. Oh. Pulling a full roll of filament out is not easy. My full roll of X3D blue, sky blue. That stuff is so hard to come by. I don't think that's going to work. Just take that off now. Okay. That's kind of working. Apple or Android, are you talking worth of phones? I have Android with lots of notifications. I haven't charged it. Notice what they recommend 70 millimeters per second. Yeah. This. Yeah, that should be okay. I could try developing something. That sounds worrying. Let's see. Might have to re-level the bed, but we'll see. Oh, meant to extrude. Got plastic hanging everywhere. Oh, that took a while. And it's going to extrude like 300 millimeters worth of filament. It looks like it's extruding alright. Not getting any jams. That's plus. I hope my microphone doesn't pick up too much on the printer. It always seems to pick up a lot whenever I use this microphone. First impressions is the extrusion is, I don't know, is that going to focus on it? Focus on the extrusion. Don't focus on my hand. Oh no, it's extruding really well. home Z-axis. Okay. I think I got my first layer height correct. We're just gonna print. See if it just starts printing or if it fails. See, I've got. See, I can black out my screens from you guys. You can't see anything. Aha. Or I can lighten them up. Chugging. Never understand why the Raspberry Pi sometimes does this. Come on. I'm not totally sure what I want to try next. I can't print the cheetah stuff. That's a flexible. I have a million and one bits and pieces. This stuff looks really nice. Stone infill. Terracotta. Let's see that. I'd like to try that. But I feel like that's going to be abrasive. Being a infill. We have green nylon. Can't print that. Then we have this stuff. Rainbow filament. So, rainbow pastel. It looks really nice. I'm not entirely sure whether or not this is the same stuff that Tom did. I thought his stuff looked way more vibrant. Way more vibrant. Let me just see if it will respond better. Clean up the booger off the bottom of the hot end. I also ordered a couple of micro Swiss nozzles as well. Might be fun to try out. Which is mostly because I keep on getting these UV or abrasive materials. This one is a UV color changer. Try and get that out of the frame. Is that gonna focus? Less, more. That's been. It's a UV color change. Out of all things they send me pink ABS. Running one on your Flash Forge. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi, it's a Pi Zero W, so it's a little bit more underpowered than the standard Pi. I do have another Pi up there, but the Zero was small and way cheaper, so I decided to use that. But I've started to notice a lot of. I think that just stopped recording. Wow. Thanks, camera. That was very nice of you. You gonna show it for me again? You have no idea how long it took me to get this thing to finally work, and now it's being painful again. Come on. Yeah. I think that's normally something to do with the recording feature for some reason. It's not dead. It's got plenty of power. Oh, of course it just came on. It's got plenty of power, but sometimes when recording for extended periods of time, it doesn't get hot. It says it's high temperature, but then it just shuts off randomly. And like if I feel the camera, it's not hot. It's bone cold. It's freezing. And like it's not like it's a very hot day today either. Come on. Oh, gotta love them technical difficulties when you first start streaming. Come on. It's about to show up. It takes its time sometimes. What are you doing, camera? I mean, try something I probably shouldn't do. Okay. And we don't want to watch that. So, there's the button. There's the button. You're going to go into this mode, but now everything's yucky and grainy. Oh well. That's probably going to be the best we're going to get. At least for now, until I get probably something set up a little bit better. Printing alright now. I might have to tweak these settings though. Feels like it's trying to put down a layer way too quickly. Oh no, it's actually printing quite well. For the most part. Was printing quite well. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, the camera was being strange. Cancel that print. Go on. You don't know. While I'm waiting for the printer to actually respond, I'm also using cork fill. I've got cork fill. Not abrasive, apparently. We'll see. It looks different. It's got a very wood-like texture to it. Let's get that out of here. Booger. Hey, Will, have you ever noticed, if you're printing on glass that sometimes just even the smallest amount of dust throws off the print? Sometimes I have to get a good old trusty isopropyl alcohol, give it a bit of a squirt, and cleanse any crap off the bed. Then grab our trusty bit of glue. double check what those settings has the bed set to. 60, we're going to set that to maybe the recommended. What was the recommended? Recommended up to 220. I normally go somewhere in the middle, maybe 200. Magigoo. Haven't, but I've heard it's decent. I had a lot of people saying that it's pretty good to use. The Octo print is deciding it doesn't want to respond to files very nicely. I've still got some of that Ninjaflex. I've been trying to print that you have for ages. It just won't print properly. Where were you this morning during Angus's stream? Got 2 for free. Oh, if you're offering, I can give it a shot. Where'd you get them from? Might look at getting some. Okay, see if it likes it this time. They even gave me last box. They gave me some CF, the XTCF 20, the carbon fiber color fab stuff. Ridiculously abrasive to print. Printed that once before, and I regret everything. Here's some of that beaver silk as well. They sent you 2 to review. Oh, you're lucky. I don't get review things. Yet, at least. Wish I was as lucky as that. Yeah, like the CF20 really does love nozzles. I've ordered 2 Micro Swiss hardened plated nozzles, but I've also ordered because I remember Angus this morning noted that apparently Hobby King sell hardened or stainless steel nozzles. So, and they were like $1.20 or something like that. So I got I think I got 10, because why not? They're stupidly cheap, and if they're not that good or they get chewed out quickly, I'd rather chew them out than chew my decent E3D brass ones, and then rather than chew out my nice Micro Swiss ones. Okay, the nozzle's heating up again. Hate that. That's the biggest problem I have with Octoprint. It doesn't like to stay at a temperature. Oh yeah. He's tiny. Like he has only 100 subs. I mean 100,000, but that's nothing. Yeah. $190. I didn't tell you to print the $190. I told you to print 200. Oh, it didn't say it. Okay, let's see if it. No, it's coming out a little bit better now. Still a little patchy. Might have to slow the first layer down. Where is that? Other. First layer speed. Let's hit it with 10% because I always find that going real slow is best. Cancel that one. Oh, the joys of 3D printing. Oi, I'm not that far off 100 either. Don't be that mean. Not that bad. Set the extruder to 200. It's weird as well because I'm doing like the stream. The stream is going through my laptop. I'm using a capture card for the camera. I'm doing everything on my desktop, and everything on my desktop is running Mac because even though it's not a Mac, it's actually a PC. I'm just running a Hackintosh. It gets confusing. Do I have a scraper tool somewhere? Yeah, nearly. Close to. Well, if you ever want a mediocre 3D printing kit, go to JCar. They've got really crappy 3D printing kits, but they come with the really, really small drill bits for cleaning out nozzles. I was kind of hoping that the scraper would have a sharp edge on it, but it doesn't. Oh, it's hard doing this with everything else in the way. I've also got a piece of is it borosilicate glass or whatever it is. I got some of that on its way too. Put that. Should probably check up on that order soon as well. I ordered that through Amazon. I wonder, can I change? What settings can I tweak with? Is that doing shutter speed? Bump up our exposure a little bit? No. That's the ISO. Try and get as little grain as possible. I can remove as much as possible from the screen, but that's about as good as I'm going to get, unless this is really weird. I think if I open this, it gives me a output that is, for the most part, clear. I just click that. Damn. Well, there was an app that I had that would make the screen sort of a lot clearer. Move this camera a little bit. Up my ISO. They're not clear enough. I can do auto, but it's probably going to smack it to like 16,000 ISO. Whoa. Exposure. Let's turn that down. Using these UV filters is really weird. Okay. That's better. This is very much a very big learning experience. I had to go to JB Hi-Fi and actually buy a cable to be able to do this, and then my camera wouldn't let me remove. There is an option on the model above my camera to remove the HDMI info, but for some reason mine doesn't. So after this stream, I'll probably have a look and see if there's a software update or something that has it. I've also got my really crappy GoPro that wouldn't give me an output, so that was fun. And then the HDMI the HDMI recorder wouldn't actually respond or accept the image from the camera until I actually plugged that HDMI into a TV. So it's plugged into my center monitor here, but I'm not displaying it, but it still works on the software for some reason. Is there a way to, guys, kind of, as long as you guys can't see my IP addresses, should be good. I'll move the stream here. That's going. I really want to try this Ninjaflex again, Will, but like it's just so hard to print. I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't want to print for me. I don't know why. I'll just see if that works. I really should put these on some sort of spool holder. I do have one up there. Let me have a look. Whoa, cables falling everywhere. I have my slider that I made. Originally, I was just going off what the packet said, so I was doing about 250 C, and it says bed temperature of between 70 and 90, so I think I did about 80. And then I printed really slow. I was printing at like 10 millimeters per second, and it was still sort of struggling. This Z Marble doesn't really want to extrude very nicely. All of a sudden. I wonder if that has something to do with cables. The that's 60, that's 200. It still thinks I'm doing time lapses even though I turned it off. Okay, and try and see. I think the hot end isn't liking this material. Jamming. Let's move the Z axis up. By up, I mean down. Let's get the scraper. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it likes that. It should pretty much just start printing. The temperatures were preset. I guess you could probably, you can kind of see the screen. What are they called? Let me see. I think I can add the webcam from the Hypercube over to the stream screen as well. I did not want to go to that. God damn it. Probably doesn't help that I've got like everything all over the place. The laptop's not actually connected to the same network as this computer right now. It's currently connected to my Wi-Fi extender thing. It's a portable Wi-Fi thing. It works quite well, but in terms of that, I have to quickly that. That, and we can reload the page. No. It's not meant to be going to that. I don't know why it just took really long there to start printing. Yeah, it's not really liking to extrude, unfortunately. It's being a bit difficult. Like it's extruding, but not well. Hey man, what's going on? Oh. Things, come on. Oh, it's loading. What I'm trying to make right now, man, is trying to get this printer to extrude this Z marble. That's not happening. So maybe let's try something less scary. I am printing through a 0.3mm nozzle, so it might not be enjoying that fleck through it. It might be very similar to the way that, I think it's up there somewhere. What was the other stuff? The Twinkle, the X3D Twinkle stuff. That was kind of a bit awkward. And that didn't like printing in anything smaller than a 0.4. Let's go to the control. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, it's meant to be capturing the window and it's not. That's helpful. See, is it gonna pull the image? There it is. So that image isn't going to update very quickly, but it should should sort of give you an idea of what's going on. So that's not. Oh yeah, I'm currently trying the Z marble. Have the cheetah here somewhere. It's because of it's a flexible. Because it's a flexible, it doesn't really like to print on my printer. At least not yet for the moment. That filament's barely been pulled in. So we're gonna cancel that. We're gonna try one of these ones. We'll try the beaver silk. I know one of Will's favorites is a very nice looking filament. What is the silk? It's virtually the same setting. Let's extract that filament. Okay, so I wasn't very happy with the with that. Oh, that didn't feel like it wanted to go through very well. Okay, let's do it like that. Let it print for a bit, see if it wants to work. I think that's good. Can I? Let's not do that. That's just going to change its size. Fortunately, I can't crop off the that black image. I would assume you're sort of referring to the what's going on here? I'm assuming you're referring to kind of like the way that Polyalchemy Elixir sort of printed, where it sort of foamed up a little bit when it came out of the nozzle. If it was getting cooled straight up. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Will. This thing is being a bit difficult. Why are you taking so long to do things? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Have you tried any of that? what was it, the polyalchemy stuff when I gave it to you. Oh, there we go. Doesn't seem to be. Oh yeah, no, I can see it now. Didn't do it at the start, but I was doing it now. Oh yeah, it gets. I think that looks worse than what the polyalchemy was like. Oh my god, that's really yellow. My god, that comes out of the nozzles bright yellow. So if you guys can pull up the, you can see the camera. That comes up really, really bright yellow. Apologies for my nail, it is slightly bruised. Focus. Focus on me and not the background, mate. There you go, there's really bright yellow. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so that printed okay. Okay, heating up again. I don't know why, but I want to try out this this pink ABS. Looks kind of different. What is it from? EI? Something like that. It's a very vibrant ABS. I haven't printed much ABS. I do have. Actually, I just noticed the Ninjaflex they sent me last box. It looks identical to the cheetah. Like the two filaments, they look identical. You'd almost not know that they're different filaments. The Ninjaflex is, oh my god, that is beyond flexible. The cheetah's feels a bit stiffer. An espresso pod holder in the kitchen. Wow. If you have the money for an espresso machine, I got one of those cheap Coles machines. Does alright though. This nylon looks really nice as well, but I'd hate to think how hard this is going to be to print. This looks really, really hard. Yeah, I have noticed it. The Ninjaflex feels more of an elastic. Like it's just it feels like elastic noodle. It feels like wet noodles pretty much. Obviously it's not going to stretch for a whole bunch, but it is pretty elastic like. But the cheetah, yeah, so the cheetah feels stiffer. Definitely feels stiffer. If I can get the end of it, yeah, wherever that went. There it is. The cheetah feels really like it kind of gives me off a feel kind of like the where is it? The Ninjaflex. This stuff was really like that too, where it was rubbery, but not overly elastic. So like that doesn't stretch at all. Does not want to stretch. But the cheetah, like it stretches a minute amount, and this is just that's so flexible. Okay, we're gonna see if this wants to print nicely. Okay. Yeah, it's extruding. Put the engine back in its bag. That one. That's the. Yeah. Actually, I thought if I took these out, being that They are so close to color. I don't know if you guys can see that, if it's going to focus on it, but you can tell which one's cheater and which one's Ninjaflex just by the sheer elasticity of the Ninjaflex. Yeah. See, I don't really look up at those all fancy different specs and stuff like that. But yeah, Ninjaflex is definitely a more elastic filament, which makes it even harder to print as well. That's the main challenge with it. It makes it really hard to print. Oh, we're getting some decent extrusion now. I should probably normally I normally do way more than 2 extrusions. 1 layer, 6. I normally like to have a whole bunch of outlines so that it really primes the nozzle. Otherwise, we end up getting to the point where it just doesn't want to extrude very well when it starts apart. Also, for fun, I got a whole bunch of these. X3D filaments from a while ago. I haven't printed with them, not once. Can't remember. I think this was before I knew any of the guys at X3D, and I got them to send they give you free testers. In return, all you have to do is pay for postage. This is 5 meters of fluoro blue ABS, I believe. That's a nice ABS. I don't know if they sell these colors anymore, though. Like, holy crap. Fluoro yellow. Like, that's some... Wow. That's bright. I think I got a bunch of, color fab. These are a bunch of different color fab testers. So we have color fab red. I have a roll up there of anyway that I've almost finished. I believe this is the last of my color fab carbon fiber that didn't come in a maker box. Sure Will know this one. This is that glow in the dark PLA that you gave to me during the meetup. Some fluoro green. I believe that's PLA. Translucent orange. And this is, I do believe, the translucent PLA color fab. But Will did give me a roll of the, I believe it's the HT, the really industrial high strength stuff that is near impossible to print. So I'm gonna let this print. It's printing alright right now. I'm gonna let it print for a couple of minutes to get the base, and then I'll cancel the print and try some other filament. The fact that this thing keeps on picking up on my face is kind of annoying. I'll definitely have to get a better camera set up next time I stream. There's some twinkling as well. That was my tester before I settled in my Silky. This is Silky X3D Silky. Those two were things that I got to try out, and he also gave me some wood. X3D have their own wood color. I don't know, I'm assuming, Will, are you still there? I don't know how behind the stream is. Will, you're still there. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. God damn it. Oh, and I have another teaser treat. If I can get it in frame. Does anyone remember that project I started a really long time ago with the Bluetooth speaker? Well, kind of finished. Not really. As you can see, it's got several colors on it. Yeah. I still need to do a lot of bits and pieces to finish it off entirely, but it is almost, I would deem it almost finished. Kinda. Took me a while, but I finally got these little guys in this side. Focus, focus. Come on, focus. Really just want to focus. I got some custom PCBs for the button breakout that work quite well. So I was waiting on those for most of the rest of the project. That's double-sided PCB. This really doesn't like to focus on anything else but everything in the background, doesn't it? Zoom in and things. There we go. To the PCB. It's back. Quite a nice PCB. It came out really well as well. Will. That way. Will, how's your the polisher? I've been contemplating, but I don't know. I don't know. I thought maybe not. I know you got yours for work, but I did see you did a couple of videos on it. It does look like something I'd like to try. At least try. Yeah, I definitely would. Come over and have a look. I thought you got it for work, but you get to take it at home. No, I'm not gonna fall into that trap. Okay, the beaver silk is it's printing alright. I definitely wouldn't say it's printing perfectly. The setup for test filaments is not exactly the best setup. I will have to go at some point too. I'm just gonna quickly put my phone on charge. You got to take it home to test out. You still got it. Do you still get to? I guess you still get to use it at work. For work. There's something along the lines of that they didn't like. There was layer lines or something like that. I guess that happens from time to time. Oh, actually, I didn't only just realize that the cheater is also made by the guys that make Ninjaflex. Huh. Wood fill PLA. This looks really good to use, but I'm just, is it gonna be abrasive? Like, I don't want it to chew out my nozzle because then it's not fun. I know I've got several nozzles on the way, but I'd like to not kill as many as I can. I have a couple. I have Pearl, Buzzed, Glitter Flake, and I think that's a white PLA that I've got here. They're on a spool, a custom spool holder, up in my thing up there. Yeah. Oh, the print is going on in the second layer. Definitely looks like it's printing way better. It's only printing, I think it's only printing at 60 millimeters per second. Yeah, it's only printing at 60 millimeters per second. It's printing nicely. Way better than what it was before. Wow, that comes out really, really yellow too. That silky color. Yeah, well, I kind of am using something, but not really to hold the loose filament. I've got it just sitting up on my printer's document holder thing. I would put it on the spool holder, but the angle that it goes back into the the Titan extruder, it really doesn't sort of guide very well. But if I just sort of hang it a little bit further away and it just sort of uncoil it a little bit, it sort of comes off way easier, and it's way easier for me to keep track and uncoil. I do have a couple of blank spools that I might spool up with something. What should I try? Let's throw some of that pink PLA on ABS on there. I find it funny though, because like ABS isn't meant to absorb moisture, correct? But they still put desiccants in the bag. Just a bit weird, if you ask me. This ABS doesn't feel like normal ABS either. Feels too flexible. And again, what am I want to talk? I haven't used ABS that often. The only ABS I have is glow in the dark. I bought that by accident. Page didn't say it was glow in the dark, it just said it was green. I tried printing 3 spool holders. Send us to the links. I might be able to try one out. Just gonna try and spool this pink ABS. Probably terribly. I'm just gonna spool it really crudely because it's not really gonna get tangled that much. I did download and print I printed this really cool hub and spoke like sample holder, but the problem was I just found it was too huge for just about any printer I'd be able to put it on. It was just a really big really big spool sort of diameter, I guess you could say. I liked the idea of it, but it was just really big, and it just kept on hitting everything behind the printer. Even at one point I had it hitting the extruder, so kind of why I don't have it running on the printer right now. Otherwise I would be. I like how I say it won't get tangled, it gets tangled anyway. Oh, there's a lot of filament there. Oh, this is why I don't like to spend the time on respooling these onto spools. These are just so painful to spool. All they ever want to do is twist and not go into the spool nicely. I got this. Oh, there we kind of got the system going. Stuff like this is just... This is why I don't like getting samples anymore. Just because of how painful respooling them are. Because if you want to use them properly, and like this with the beaver one, I can't tell. I think that's jammed up again because it hasn't put the full slack on the filament. And it just doesn't want to print nicely. Ugh. Filament, why do you make it so hard to respool you? What kink? I do believe it might start spinning things. It sort of unravels itself. Oh, is it not letting you paste links? Should let you paste links. If not, you could, I don't know, maybe send it through Twitter or something like that. You can always receive it on there. BS3DP on Twitter. Or BS3DP on Facebook. Oh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think the Beaver Silk's printing. But no, I can't tell. It looks like it's jammed, but then it doesn't look like it's jammed every second time I look at it. Is like YouTube blocking the link, or is it just because you can't remember the link? I do that way too often. Might have to go in a bit too. Hope not. See what I mean about spooling this stuff? Okay, so it's not letting you... Huh. Should let you link it. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. I've got it like, links are enabled. Should let you link it. Should let you link it, I should say. It's obviously YouTube is being temperamental as always. Then again, when isn't YouTube temperamental? Hooray! We've officially respooled the pink ABS. Aha. There is a reason why we don't. I don't respool things. Just tweeted, sweet. I'll pull that up right now. Sweet, that would be awesome. I hate respooling these things. It just gets so frustrating. Why am I not logged in? Wow. Verify my identity. Nice. My phone is all the way on the other side of the room. Why do you have to be difficult? Here we go. Oh my god, that looks amazing. That looks way better. Looks like a similar sort of play on the other one I have. Okay. We'll find it. It's in here somewhere. Amongst all my random crap. Here's a spool holder in somewhere. There it is. This is the one that I printed the arms for. It, like the hub unscrews and then these little forks go in it. But this thing is just so wide, regardless of what way I'd put it on the printer, it would not hold the spools very well. I'll definitely give that one a shot and print it out. I'm gonna cancel this print. We're gonna try some of this pink peel. Calling it PLA, it's ABS. It recommends a 80 to 100 system and 220 to 235. Yeah, that one looks really good. All right, I'll watch that when you upload it, Will. I've still got a couple of videos I'm working on, so I'll probably have a video up in the next, I don't know, hopefully a few days. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks like it's going to be so much easier to print. Just spool in general. Okay, let's. I think the nozzle at that temperature. Yeah, that's a temperature. Let's pull this PLA print off while it's still a bit soft. Yeah, right, so it wasn't printing perfectly because of the lack of spool holder, but the this was definitely. Let's see if we can get this to zoom in from here. Printing really nicely. Apart from the splotchy first layer. The layers themselves, I don't know if I can get that to. That's as max it will go, 50. That printed really decently. The color is really nice. That one I might have to look out for. Let's change this filament real quick. Let's pass in our ABS. Sorry if I'm covering the screen right now. It's a bit hard to get all the way over into the printer, unless I cover this, unless I cover the camera. Okay. I guess I should probably nub off the end so it's sharp. Feels like it wants to kink a lot. Hope that's not much of a problem. Okay, that's coming out nozzle. I love this silicon bead. The silicon heat bed heater. It's just so much better than a PC bed heater, like a PCB bed heater. It's just stays so much warmer. You'll be fine, Will. Oh, I think it definitely looks alright. Let's hit it with my ABS file. Printing the 3D benchy in the cheetah filament, that'd be a bit of a worry, wouldn't it? Not like it's, it wouldn't get jammed or anything like that. Yeah, so like I've always found with the PCB bed heaters that they take forever to heat up. Sometimes I wasn't even able to get to even regular printing temperatures. But now I've been able, with the silicon bed heater, which is not that expensive though. It cost me $15 Australian, and I got that, and it was just so much nicer to print with. Yeah, a little bit of stringing. I bet your retraction's probably one of the easiest thing for it. Being a elastic or sort of flexible, it's still going to try and find the nearest path of resistance to try and escape. Okay, let's see if it starts printing the ABS alright. Oh, I think we're getting a small jam. Probably doesn't help that I'm constantly printing different filaments through the printer, so it's not gonna like it. Oh. I definitely think the bed could be a little bit better in the back end. Okay, it's bunching up a little bit, so really it's Bowden. Wow. Bowden, that would be quite a bit of a pain if quite a bit of a pain if it was a little bit stringy and stuff like that. Bowden is like, that's what I'm running on the Hypercube. It gets really hard to really hard to actually get it to print properly. Sometimes because it doesn't like the way the Teflon tube is to the nozzle, so it doesn't really go very well. Keep on, no, stop that. And I cancel that because it's not going down properly just yet. I need to make the bed a little bit closer to the nozzle. But once it resets, make sure we reset the nozzle and the bed, because otherwise this stuff goes down in temperature real quick. Oh, you got a little old replicator. I actually wanted to get one of those. One of the little replicator clones you can get off eBay. They looked really cool and something different. I like the drop away effect that they have. But now that I've got the Hypercube, I don't really need something like that. Let's get this ABS out of here. Right, bumping the camera. Print that. I think it's trying to heat the bed. Yeah, trying to get the bed a little bit hotter. The bed definitely, it's once you get it sort of over the 80 point, it does try and get a little bit hard to heat up, but it still heats up way quicker than a PCB would. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I always wanted to try one, but yeah, they always, I don't know, back when I was first getting into 3D printing, I did end up going for a Prusa i3 style of design printer off eBay, which I have previous videos from. But yeah, like I I don't know, like the replicator clones, they looked really good, but they were, back at the day, like a couple of years ago, they were really expensive compared to the i3 clones. So I think now, if actually, I'm gonna quickly check this. If I go to eBay, go to eBay and check this. Oh yeah, awesome. No, it's the Syntron one. It was all right, but it definitely has its fair share of problems. I think if I search for Syntron, it'll come up. Their oh, there you go. The frame. Where do they have? They even they even sell a 3D printing kit with LEDs. They've got a printer in here somewhere. Steam printer parts. There we go. Oh wow, they haven't even dropped the price on it that much. Yeah, see, I paid $500 for my Syntron kit, and it's still listed as $500. I feel very, very sorry for anyone that buys that printer. It is crap. Don't buy it. It falls apart. I had parts that were broken. They say they ship from Australia, and they said that, but they still ship from China, obviously. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about the newer ones. Yeah, I'd like to try out a bunch of them. If I ever got enough money together, I'd love to grab a couple of printers off eBay and then yeah, definitely go for the one that's assembled. I'd hate to get the non-assembled one. They sort of are a bit trickier to assemble. I think I bought my Syntron. I bought that as a kit just because of budgeting. Let's see if this ABS wants to stick. Ooh, Jewel once. I wish I could print Jewel, but that's hard. The back is not liking. Ugh. The back of the printer is not liking this filament. It keeps on laying down at the front and then not sticking at the back. For some reason, it's being difficult. It's too close. It's perfect on the front and too far on the back. So, let's see how we go. Well, I think we have adhesion now. That's a bonus. You just printed a test cube to say you've done it. Oh, that's all good, man. You go have fun. I'll catch you another time. I'll be hopefully starting some streaming up later on. We'll see. Probably should eat lunch at some point. It is 3:12 in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten lunch. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. At this, I'll get the first couple layers down of this maker coin for the pink ABS, and then I'll probably have to call it a day. These really want to try out some of these ones. They're really good. That's right. This is the Makerbot Pla. That was this white stuff. This white stuff. It was really clean white. I liked it. I never got it to print though. So maybe I'll have to pull that off and stick it on a couple of those spool holders. See if I can't get them to print a little bit better. Someday I'll know how to print nylon. This stuff's really flexy. Meant to be a flexible nylon. Wow, you can print this up to 150 millimeters per second. That is wicked quick. Oh, the ABS is definitely printing that maker coin, alright. I'll let that lay down another couple of layers, and then I'll show you guys. But I won't cancel it. I'll let it continue printing and see how it goes. So far I can't smell anything from the ABS. I don't know why, but the ABS definitely felt more of a flexible. Do they even have flexible ABS? No, it definitely didn't feel as stiff as a ABS should do. I don't know. I've got some of this blue. I believe this is X3D. I don't know why it's in here. I've got a whole roll of it. I sat on this box before too, by accident. On the plus note, I have a Bulbasaur battery bank that's flat. Oh, that silk definitely did not print reasonably well. The infill didn't go down very well. It sort of, if you guys can, he definitely did have some under extrusion issues while it was printing, but yeah, it definitely printed alright. At some point in time, I'll definitely get a better setup for this streaming situation. I don't plan on doing this every week, but when I find some time, I wouldn't mind jumping on and doing a stream for an hour or two. It's relaxing, and I can stream and stuff like that over working on another video. So it's either a win-win or a win-lose in the way that you want to look at it. Let's put this GoPro back in place. I haven't used this GoPro in a while. I should probably use that. Need to wire in some power, and then it will work. Looks like the first layer's going down alright. I was kind of expecting a little bit of lifting, but it's not lifting. Maybe next time I'll add a little bit of background music or something like that as well. Pincers. I definitely like the look of that spool holder. Some of this stuff. I have stuff everywhere. Feels weird. I don't know where to look. Do I look at the camera? Do I look at the capture screen? Do I look at the printer? Do I unspool this? I probably should. This is a waste of filament. This spool holder. It's a great idea, but it just it sucked. I might unspool it a little bit later. This has got a nice glitter. I don't know if you guys can see that. Get that to kinda. It's a glittery. It's a grey with a glitter. This is a pearl. It's not. It very much like the polyalchemy elixir. But don't believe it foams up when you print with it. And this is the white Makerbox Pla. Oh, and it's really brittle too. I think the glitter was like that too. The glitter was like ridiculously brittle. This pearl is pretty strong though. I should probably go. You guys can't see this because it's underneath the camera from the printer. I just hub fall apart. Snap this. Oh, snap. Thank you. These are the little arms. These are really hard to print with too. They didn't wanna stick down very easily. Those are the arms. I believe this is a remix of someone else's thing because they didn't have the right hole size in the arms or something like that. But these things are alright. They hold, I think it's 4 bunches of filament, but not very well, as I've explained. The concepts are good, and now these spools are like ridiculously big compared to what they were in bags. You have no idea how long it would have taken. I think it took me about 3 hours per arm. So I had to print them really slowly so they didn't lift. Yeah, it took about 3 hours per arm. There's 4 arms. That's not very fun. That pink PLA, people call it PLA, it's ABS. That pink ABS is about to finish its first layer. Once it starts the second, I'll show you guys what that looks like. I have the hub. This hub's really cool too. It printed really well too. Actually, the hub actually printed really, really nicely and actually screws in really, really easily with one another. I think the print's almost finished the first layer. Let's have a look. Surprisingly, I reckon it's going to take an hour and a half to print this. So maybe next time I should print it a little bit quicker, or I'll make another file to print that would print way quicker than a Maker. I don't know, maybe I'll make a little vase mode bowl or something like that. That I can print in like 20 minutes, if that. Obviously, because a lot of the problems with actually doing printing tests is the fact that the prints take forever to print. That's why I need something a little bit quicker to print. Okay, print has started. You guys can see the browser cam of the actual thing, but I'll show you on the camera before I sign off. Get this out of the way. Get that down. Now, bear with me, because I can't see on the back of the camera. The ABS it's printing quite nice. It's printing pretty quickly too. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer in there. As you can see, it's printing quite nicely. I might have to get me some of that ABS. It's printing quite nicely at all. Let's see, back out. Alright guys, so I'm going to have to head off. I got a couple things I need to do. There are a couple more videos on the way. Bear with me. I'm not ditching you guys or anything like that. I've just been a bit busy. Just finished uni exams and stuff, and I actually passed one choice. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and I'll have to figure out how to close the stream. I think it is.